Welcome back everyone, I am Power Surge and I've just returned from my second long trip in Thailand. And I want to give you 10 tips that are going to give you a more comfortable, fun, enjoyable experience in one of the most beautiful places on earth. Number 1, before you even get on the plane, I want you to pack very light. Bring a light suitcase because as soon as you get off the plane, you're going to see some markets, some really cool places, and they're all going to be selling you really awesome clothing. And you're most likely not going to need a lot of the clothes that you brought with you. Just bring a hoodie, bring a few pairs of undergarments, maybe 1 or 2 days worth of clothes. But don't pack heavy because you're going to be wanting to buy all the cool shirts and pants and shorts and swim trunks that you find in Thailand. Girls are going to go crazy over all the cool hippie stuff, the tie-dye stuff. There's really cool clothes out there. So make sure you leave plenty of room in your suitcase for all that cool stuff. Even buy your bathroom supplies, your shampoo, conditioner, all that can be bought in Thailand for a much cheaper price than in the States. So you may as well just buy all that as soon as you get off the plane. Number 2, make sure you stay hydrated in Thailand, especially if you just got off of an airplane. Being up at high altitude for long periods of time, combined with a sugary beverage, if you're like me, you might have a Coca-Cola or a glass of wine on the plane. That combination of sugar drink and high altitude for a long time is going to dehydrate your body a lot a few hours later. I've never felt so terrible as I had one night in Thailand when I didn't realize how dehydrated I really was. It's a very hot city, especially Bangkok, so you sweat a lot, you walk a lot, and just drinking water isn't enough to hydrate you. So make sure you get these Royal D packets. You can get them at any market. They're green, orange, and white packets. They taste fruity and they have sodium, some electrolytes in there. It basically helps you recharge after a long flight or a long night of drinking. Or if it's just 90 degrees out and you are sweating because of the high humidity, it really helps to have those electrolyte waters. Just drinking water doesn't do enough for you. So drink electrolytes, stay hydrated, especially after a long flight. Number 3, this is about transportation. I want to tell you to take a Grab. Don't take a cab. As soon as you get off the airport, you're gonna see a bunch of people trying to sell you a ride to Bangkok. The first person that came up to us offered 1,100 baht, almost 35 bucks to get to this main city. The second offer that came to us was 700 baht. When we opened up the Grab application, Grab is similar to Uber and Lyft, but in Thailand. It said that we could get to Bangkok for 300 baht, using the most expensive highways and getting there the fastest way. It was about a 30-minute drive. We would have paid like 4 or 5 times what we needed to for our taxi had we just gone to the first thing that you see outside the airport. Oh my goodness, is this it right here? Look at that. Our ride is here in like less than 10 minutes with this app called Grab. If you're really on a budget, there's a train that leaves every hour from Bangkok airport, and that's like less than 50 baht. Go check the train out if you're really trying to be cheap, but if you need a cab and you want the convenience, it's about 300 baht for a Grab. Also, when you're on an island or a city that you're exploring, try to rent a scooter instead of taking tuk-tuks everywhere. The scooters are way more fun. They're usually much cheaper. One tuk-tuk can cost you as much as a whole day's scooter rental. We were able to get scooters between 100 and 200 baht, which is $3 to $6 for a day. And I'll tell you, there's nothing more liberating than when you're in Thailand, going up a hill on some island exploring on your own Honda scooter. It just feels great to have the wind in your hair and feel free to travel all over the island. You can go to viewpoints, you can go to national parks, you can go to whatever bar or restaurant you want. Doesn't matter what the tuk-tuk's doing. Definitely rent a scooter while you're out there. They're a little bit clunky and take a few minutes to get the hang of, but I saw lots of 12-year-old kids on some of the islands riding around scooters without their helmets on. It's crazy. Make sure you wear your helmet when you're on a scooter because the fine can be from 500 to 2,000 baht just for not wearing a helmet, and it does give the police a reason to bother you. They may also ticket you for not having an international license if you go through a checkpoint. So make sure you have a helmet, and you might want to apply for an international license, but if not, just pay the fee. It's not a huge ticket. They're usually like 200 to 500 baht. Fourth, learn some Thai. It will really help you to learn a few Thai phrases, just basic greetings like Sawadee Kap is hello, Kap Poon Kap is thank you, Ani Taurai Kap is how much is this. Learning those simple phrases will help you a lot in negotiations, in just gaining friendliness and smiles from the locals. Thai people are wonderful, incredible, talented, sweet people, and they really appreciate when you speak a little bit, just a fraction of their language, and you try and make an effort to learn that water is nam blau. They really appreciate that. Also, learn the numbers for negotiating. When you want to buy something, it helps if you can just say the price you want. Let's say something is samroi baht, which is 300 baht, and you say songroi baht, and maybe they'll just say chai ka, agree to sell you something for 200 rather than 300. So it helps to negotiate if you just say the number you want. Nung song sam si is 1, 2, 3, 4. Roy is 100. Pan is 1,000. I hope that helps you. Also, negotiating is a thing in Thailand. When you're gonna buy stuff, you want to negotiate, at least for things in the market like clothing or like a purse or any gifts that you're gonna get in some market. You can usually negotiate the price down to about 75% or 3/4 of what it originally was. We're talking about spending money. If you're gonna be in Phuket, in Koh Phi Phi, maybe at Koh Phanong or at Koh Tao or Koh Samui, these southern islands are going to be more expensive to shop for gifts, clothing. Even your food and housing is going to be way more expensive on a popular island. So if you find a less touristy spot, I personally love Koh Lanta. It's on the Andaman coast. It's not as busy as all these other islands, and so the prices are a little bit more reasonable. However, once you go to the north, Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, Pai, these cities up north are way cheaper food, accommodation, and even purchasing clothing. Everything is just a little bit cheaper in the northern part of Thailand. If you're going to get a bunch of shopping, you might want to wait till the northern part of your trip before you load up on everything, because it is cheaper. The food is also fantastic. The north is full of farms, and in the south, make sure and get yourself fresh coconut smoothies, fresh coconut everything, pineapple everything, fresh seafood on the islands. Next, very important tip, do not forget your shoes. In Thailand, a lot of places you go, you kick your shoes off. Sometimes you get so comfortable with your shoes off, maybe you go to a bar that's on a beautiful beach and you kick off your shoes, you play a few rounds of pool, you have 2 or 3 singhas watching the sunset, and you walk back to your hotel room, and when you get to your hotel room, you realize you've got bare feet. Make sure not to forget your shoes. It can be real easy to leave your sandals on a beach, leave your shoes at a hostel, leave your shoes at a bar, but you're gonna need those things. So try to remember not to forget your shoes. Another thing when it comes to Thailand is you do not want to mess with drugs and take risks carrying drugs on you in Thailand. There are some places, yes, where they will try to sell you a happy shake or a joint for 200 baht. If I were you, I would never take anything with me on my person anywhere in Thailand. And I would never consume anything in a public place or somewhere where there's nobody else consuming it. I have watched with my own eyes some dumb American girl on her last night smoke a joint in Khao San Road. Right there on one of the busiest places in Bangkok. I told her, don't smoke that joint. And as soon as she did, a police officer rolled down the street with a partner. They arrested her. They searched us both. I had nothing on me. They smelled my hands. I didn't smoke with her. But they witnessed her smoke and throw the joint. They picked it up as evidence, and I'm pretty sure she had to pay a heavy fine and may not have gone home that night. You don't have a lawyer in Thailand. And while weed may be legal in Colorado or in California in different parts of the US, it's not legal for tourists to have weed in Thailand. They've just passed medical marijuana legality in Thailand, but they're still setting up the infrastructure, and it is not applied to foreigners. And you may be subject to search. There are some times that you go to a checkpoint on your scooter, they ask you to pull over, show some ID, and empty out your pockets. You can't say no to these officers. You must respect and obey the royal police and military in Thailand. So don't even play games carrying stuff on you. Never carry pipe, weed, anything on you. It's not worth the risk, because you may pay $3,000 or some crazy amount of money, even more, and you may end up in Thai jail, which would not be fun. Finally, I want to let you know that you got to stay on top of your visa when you go to Thailand. If you plan to stay more than 30 days, when you get to the airport, you have to pay 500 baht for each day that you've stayed over in the country. That can really add up. Maybe it's okay for 2 or 3 days, but it's also a bit of a hassle because you have to go to the royal police station at the airport, get a report and get it signed off from them that you overstayed your visa. Technically, you've committed a violation overstaying your visa in Thailand, even a few days. So it's important that you plan your trip accordingly. You can always go to the immigration office, pay $60 and extend your visa for a month if you only have 30 days and you're an American like me. Your other option is to go to another country outside of Thailand, like Laos, Myanmar. Some people go to Bali. Detour for a few days or a few hours even. I personally went to Mae Sai, which is in the north of Thailand, and we went to the Myanmar border to do a visa run and extend our visa for an additional 30 days after crossing the border. Make sure and stay on top of your visa. If you're coming to Thailand, have plans to either extend it, pay a fee, or travel outside the country and return if you're staying for longer than your visa originally permits. I hope you found these tips helpful or informative. If you did, go ahead, smash that like button. I wish you all the luck on your amazing trip to Thailand if you are going. It's a beautiful place and you're gonna have an amazing time. Feel free to leave a comment if you're going to Thailand or if you found these tips helpful. Go ahead and subscribe if you like. I do make videos all the time. And as always, good luck to you. Just have a great day.